out, and I got it. And you guys should all get a record notification across your screens.
Yep.
That we are recording here. This is what, week 4 of the Lifewise Lockstep. And our main contributor today will be Mr. Neil Bellville, and I will bring him on shortly. Let me introduce myself. My name is Steve Serrallo. I'm out of Flowery Branch, Georgia. Don't laugh, it's a real place. And I am a Diamond Ambassador. I'm also the RVP for Georgia. And I'm honored to be here as part of this Lockstep team event, as I call it, because we're all team, we're all family. I'm going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to talk about market real quick, and then I'm going to hand it over to Neil. I do a market in the winter months, it's every second and fourth Thursday of the month. And I also just got accepted to do the summer market, which is every Thursday. Now, people are asking, what's your return on investment on this? I will tell you that I am able to turn 2 to 3 customers, brand new customers, out of my cold market with each of those markets I do. So to me, it's worthwhile. Okay, 2 to 3 is my average. Okay, I'm able to gather names and that kind of stuff. I do this by myself. I wish I had somebody in Georgia that wants to play, but we'll get there. What do I do? Okay. I lead with instant gratification products. You can become overwhelmed. I say it again. You can be overwhelmed by trying to share.
Can you pick it up?
To share, all 12, 13, 14 of our products. So what do I share? Okay.
Buckle and pick it up.
I lead with
everybody mute out, please.
Okay, I lead with the lift. I lead with perk. Okay, be cautious with the perk because it is on back order. When I sample them, I use 4-ounce little cups. Okay, 4-ounce little cups to sample them to give them a taste. Okay, I also can lead with a clarity. Once again, an instant gratification. We just talked about that. If you haven't seen the Elsie Pomeroy, Jen and Elsie Pomeroy video, you need to watch that on the clarity, okay? I also lead with balance, especially those in markets that are running around with cravings and are headed for the high fructose corn syrup station, whatever they're selling, okay? Because it will knock down the cravings on there. Now, not making any medical claims, not going to do anything like a diagnose or treat, but I'm just telling you what I've experienced. If you're a skincare person, get a little dab of that morning glow and they'll feel their little wrinkles tighten up. Okay, you can lead with that. If it's a hot sunny day, I like to carry some of this Enhance for Women around because I will put it on the kids if the parents will let me, on their little sunburns, or if in Georgia we get lots of red fire ants. It works really good at knocking down the sting on the fire ants. The other product that I will bring forward, especially if they've told me they have gut health issues, is the One. Okay, I may sample it if they've got some reflux going on, some GERD going on, indigestion, that kind of stuff. I will share this with them also right up front. Now, folks have asked me point blank, Steve, how do I get a hold of all these banners and that kind of stuff? You really don't need a banner, right, when you're starting out. I'm just going to tell you, if you've got a placard that looks like this, that you can set on your table, and moreover, have a banner across the front of your little booth that says free samples of energy drink and coffee. That's what brings them to me, and then I can share my other products with them. Let's see, that's attraction. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. No, I think I hit everything. That should be my 3 minutes, Neil.
Good job.
Can I add something, Steve? I just typed it in the chat. When you don't have the means to buy the banners or all of that, save your empty bags.
Yeah, I hand them out with my samples.
Yeah,
I will
and the
hand them
envelopes
out.
and put them on your table, and people can read them while they're standing there.
Right. Good point. Good point. Okay, it's 11:35 right now, and we have the pleasure of having, he's actually my upline and my mentor, and I talk to him almost every day, sometimes 2 times a day if I'm spinning around in circles, and he focuses me in. And that would be Mr. Neil Bellville out of West by God, Virginia there. He is a Blue Diamond ambassador. He's also the RVP for, and I always mess this up, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. Did I get all those, Neil?
You rocked it.
Man, I'm getting better. That was that clarity I took. But without any further ado, and don't want to eat up your time because we value your time, I present you Neil Bellville.
Hey guys, good morning, by the way, and thank you all for being here. Excuse me, we do have a lot of people out doing one-on-ones and events, and I think there's a couple of weddings. The reason I wanted him to spend 3 or 4 minutes on that is because I have been an advocate my whole life of training against events. Now, when I say events, I'm talking about our job, my job here, your all's job and your team is to protect and serve you all. I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people go spend $500 and get in a civic center. They spend 3 hours trying to set up, 3 hours trying to break it down. They go spend all this money on banners and they do not work, period. They do not work. I wanted to make sure you understood that. However, there's a lot of people that live in small markets like I do. I wish we had a farmer's market set up like Steve. So the reason I wanted Steve to go over that is if anybody on this line or anybody in your team, first things first, you want to check the location. You want to make sure they're not price gouging you. You want to make sure you can have, like he does, it's every single Thursday and or every other Thursday in the winter. And the price they charge him is pennies. So I wanted him to go over that with you, because if you have anything like a farmer's market where you can set up every single week, that's the consistency. See, the other events, it's a 3 or 4 or 5 hour gig, and these people are coming by your booth, and all our lift, our clarity, they go in this big, huge bag along with everybody else's, and they hardly ever answer the phone. That's why I wanted him to go over that. If you have something that costs pennies on the dollar and it's consistent and it has something to do with health, that's why I wanted him to do that. So there have been a few people that went and bought the planner that I have used my entire life. And if you'll notice, the reason I wanted you all, for the planner people to use them, is you'll see how big of a space there is on each and every day. Now, Barb had asked, so say for instance, you guys remember the baseball diamond. Remember, let's say that you gave a video or a sample Thursday, okay? Remember, 24 to 48 hours. So what I would do, 48 hours, remember, being the longest, what I would do on my day planner, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's say they said, yeah, I'm free Friday night, because you always ask, is morning or afternoon better, or is Friday or Saturday morning? Let's say it was Friday night. Guess what I'm going to do? In my day planner, I sampled Bob Smith, Clarity, and Perk. Then I go over Friday evening, 6:30. Follow-up 3-way with Bob Smith. But that's why I wanted you to get the big one that I got the week. I think it's a weekly. What is it? Weekly. I cannot believe I've used this for 25 years. Weekly, monthly, I believe. Yes, weekly, monthly, because you've got a whole, at least 2.5 foot worth to write. Now, if I'm going on a lunch appointment, guess what? The 4 W's. Remember, the tax deductions that we get. Who, why, when, where. 2 o'clock, Texas Roadhouse, meeting Bob Smith to go over Lifewise revenue plan. Who, Why, when, where? My mileage to and from is tax deductible. My mileage the rest of the day. The meal if I bought it. The meal if I didn't buy it. Who, why, when, where. So when you're filling out your day planner, all you're going to do is go over to the, say, 24 hours later. You're going to go to the next day. If it's 48 hours later, you're going to do 48 hours. Now, say you give someone a video in the sample and they said, hey, we're going out of town for 3 days, but I promise you I'll take it. You go over to the Monday, meeting Bob Smith, Monday at Texas Roadhouse, 1:30, follow up for my samples. That's it. Who, why, when, where. Okay. Now let's get started. But if that didn't answer your question on the day planner, you can feel free to ask when we're done here, or reach out to me myself, or reach out to me directly. Okay, I was going through, and I've been going through. Obviously, you guys know we have 4 lives a week, and then Van will have 2 Zooms, so that's 6 lives a week. I went back over and I was looking at Rob's. Hold on, somebody's calling me. Paperwork that he had you guys fill out, and it said, once a month Zoom. Well, in the beginning, I didn't think once a month was enough because I want to pour as much as I can into you guys. Then we had a few people we talked about doing it every week. Well, what's happened is every week we're taking too much time of prospecting time on Saturdays, whether it's a midget league football, soccer, or whatever. So here's what I think we're going to do for multiple reasons. We're probably going to go to twice a month just for now, and let me explain. I'm doing you guys a major injustice if we keep going and doing in-depth training and we haven't even mastered the basics. Here's what I mean by that. I've done a 3-way call with Lynn. I do a 100 with Steven, and I've done a call for Van, and then I did do a call with the Kellys. Now, that wasn't a technical 3-way phone call. Lynn's and Steven's were. So, and I'm not beating you guys up. Life happens, things happen, but we have to master the basics before we keep going and moving on in training. Now, a lot of people, the activity is up. So congratulations to each and every one of you. The activity is up. But for 30 years, I've taught this, and I told you guys in week 1 what base you were going to skip. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people have skipped second base every single time. Mm-hmm. So I've got to keep beating that over your head because I care about you. I'm the guy that actually cares. And once we get that mastered and we're running the bases, now we're going to go over a training that I actually made up. And it's been very, very, very popular over the years. You know how these people just sit down and write a song? Well, guess what? I can't do that. So this has probably been, 10, 15 years ago. And I was just sitting like a songwriter. And I'm thinking, wow, this just hit me. So follow me here. Let me get some clear. So I lift. I was just hired as the state lottery commissioner. I've got access to the entire state lottery, the ins and outs. And I was told privately, if I stick with this company for 6 years, remember, there's 5 numbers in a Powerball, which is 6. I was told by the governor, if I stick with this company for 6 years, 40 hours a week, I can't call in sick. I can't miss. If I do that, they will give me the winning 6 numbers. No ifs, ands, or buts. No questions asked. 1,000%. Whatever it is, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, it doesn't matter. I get the winning numbers. Now, what do you think I'm going to do? I don't care if I'm 3/4 dead. I'm not calling off sick. So watch this. I come to each of you privately and say, look, you ain't going to believe this. You can't tell anybody. I'll get in trouble. In 6 years, I get the winning lottery numbers to the Powerball. But if you miss one day, Monday through Friday, of not passing out a video or a sample, one day, you do not get the winning numbers. If you miss a 3-way phone call, you do not get the winning numbers. Do you realize, and this is guaranteed, $50 million. This is guaranteed. It's done. It's etched in stone. $50 million. You get the winning numbers. If Monday through Friday, you pass out a video or a sample or both, and you do 3-way call, which is 5, 10, 20 a month, or if you're more aggressive goals, 7 to 10 hours a week, 2 videos or 2 samples. Now, you got to ask yourself a real serious question. And God made us pretty unique. We can actually lie to ourselves, but on this one, you can't. I want you to ask yourself right now, do you know if this was real? People, you live in Florida and you sampled somebody in Texas and you can't get them on a 3-way phone call and it's worth $50 million. Do you understand you're getting on a plane? You're going to knock on their door and say, look, you've got to talk to this guy. You've got to talk to this girl. It's worth $50 million. Now, LOL, laugh, laugh, laugh. I know everybody's not going to do a 3-way phone call. Nobody on this phone can tell me everybody won't. So let's come to our world. Monday through Friday, you have to pass out 1 video and 1 sample, and or if you're a little bit more full-time, or you want to be full-time, or you have bigger goals, 2 samples or 2 videos. We called it the 2-2-2. And you have to promise yourself, promise me, promise your whole family, you will do everything in your power, beg, borrow, steal, to try to get that person on a 3-way phone call. And you still get the winning numbers. Now, if you don't try your dead level best to get that 3-way call, you do not get the winning numbers. Now, 3-way call. I don't know why people think this is weird, or they are scared to ask, or they get the butterflies in their belly. All you have to do is set it up properly. I'm working with this guy. I'm working with this girl. I don't care if it's your best friend. I go fishing with this woman. I do pottery with this woman. All she wants to do is say hi and tell you her story. Or if it's me, all the guy wants to do is say hi and tell you his story about the one. Or perk. Here's something funny. Those of you that's worked with me a lot, I am not a coffee person. In the Marine Corps, in my MREs, I either gave my coffee away or I traded it. Say you're sampling someone with coffee. So you've got to hear this guy's story on coffee. I'll tell them my MRE story. Now, every single day, I put 1 in my fuel. Or this guy wants to tell you how he's saving $400 a month on his grocery and restaurant bill. That's a fact, by the way. Now it's actually more because of the BOGO and the OnePlus. Because I was the guy, like I don't do fast food, but I would go to Texas. I'd go to Texas Roadhouse and spend $40 at lunch. It's stupidity. So anything that you have to say, that's the truth, just to get them on the phone. I'm not going to hard press them. I'm not even going to ask them for their credit card number. I always leave the call with, if in fact you see an opportunity to better your health, save some money, then please take a serious look at being a customer. Obviously, if it's a partner, they're interested in money, you all know that. So I want you to think about this. Starting today, if you work weekends, if not, starting Monday, Powerball mentality. I'm telling you guys, you're crushing the activity. I see it. You're crushing the conversations, the videos. I think we've got like, I don't even know. It was like 900 or 1,000 views on our new 8-minute video. I promise you with everything in me, the day you make your mind up and have the Powerball mentality and you quit skipping second base, your business will double, it'll triple, it'll quadruple, and you will not believe where you'll be financially and how many people you have helped by Christmas. It'll blow your mind. And guys, time's flying. I mean, I cannot believe it's the middle of April. So I wanted to share with you all what I have, my mentality, my whole life is the Powerball mentality. I can't miss a day. Now, like I told you guys, I don't make outgoing phone calls normally on Sundays, but I take incoming. You guys say, hey, Neil, I got a 3-way call. Look, 3-way call trump everything. I've told you guys this. Prospecting and 3-way calls trump everything. If Rob is doing a buy 40, get 80 free on the Monday Night Locker Room, and you have to be on there, but you have a 3-way phone call scheduled where you're prospecting somebody, do not get on the live. Nothing trumps 3-way calls or prospecting. That's the 2 most important things you can do in your business. Powerball mentality. Now, why do I keep saying that? Because here's what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. My biggest bill was $45,000 a month. I did the baseball diamond every single time. I did the ATM. I'll touch on that in a second and we'll close. And I did the Powerball mentality because it's that important. If you do this in 6 years from starting Monday, no, you're not going to win $50 million, but I will tell you this right now. You're a crown black diamond, which is $10,000 a week minimum. That's what crown black diamond is. It's just like it's scientifically impossible for Dr. Gibbs's products, ingredients not to work. It's mathematically impossible for these numbers not to compound. If anybody doesn't believe in compounding numbers, go look at your interest on your bank, on your credit card, or your loan. It compounds daily. It's the same thing in our business. ATM. The last 3 customers I have put in, heck, a while, guess what it was? The 2nd week training that went over you all with the ATM. Add, tag, message. Anybody, please, I love you guys. Anybody that deals with attention, I got to be careful what I say here, attention struggles or cognitive struggles, or they've had a stroke, please show them that video. Please go add them to Lifewise testimonial, add, tag, and message them. Please. Guys, Dr. Gibbs' product, they're so good. We could build a business on one of each products, any of them. We could build a business on the one. We could build a business on perp. We could build a business on anything. So please, baseball diamond, expose, follow up, close. First base is the exposure part, whether it's a video or sample. Second base, 3-way phone call. Third base might be a one-on-one, might be a Zoom, might be plugging them into one of the lives. ATM, add, tag, message. It's the simplest thing in the world, and I don't know why people don't do it. It takes 45 seconds. ATM, baseball diamond, Powerball mentality. I promise you, with everything in me, you will not believe where it doesn't take 6 years. That was the analogy because they're fixed numbers. It'll blow your mind where you'll be in 6 months. And see, that keeps compounding. Everybody starts doing it. All we're doing is playing follow the leader or follow the loudmouth or follow whoever. Because here's what happens. Your whole team starts doing ATM, running the bases, three-way phone calls. You see how that works? Okay. Somebody give me a time, please.
I'm showing 11:55
Okay.
Eastern Standard Time.
If anybody has to go, feel free, but I'm going to sit here. I don't have a three-way call until, what'd you say it was, 11:55?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got like 17 minutes. If anybody has any questions, please fire away. Tell me who you are and fire away.
Hi, Neil. It's Linda.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
A three-way call with you. When say I've never done one with you, I've always done them with Van. So
Perfectly fine.
And so how do we? What is your subject? Do I tell you what I said to them before you take over? Is that what happens?
Yes. That
Okay.
way I know exactly. Number one, it's probably been the 8-minute video. Okay. I
Right.
know because I've watched it 40 times. I know what they watched, and then you tell me what sample, if you gave them a sample, what you gave
Right.
them, and if there's a hot button, like if
No.
somebody hates coffee
Right.
and they just want to be a customer, we're not going to talk about perk. So that's all you do is you're letting me know, or Van. See, guys, you don't have to do them with me. I just want to be available to do a couple with you so we can build that muscle. If you're doing three-way with Van, that's perfect.
I just wanted to know how you did yours.
Yes,
That's all. That's
yes,
right.
yes. Let me know what they've seen. Now, you may have someone that's very, 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 very analytical, and they want it all. So you would say, Neil, I sent them the 8-minute video. I sent them ingredients matter, and I sent them whatever. That way I know they saw ingredients matter, and I will pound that home on the label, the synthetic isolates, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, great question.
And do you go a certain amount of time? I mean, is there any?
I asked up front.
Okay.
I said, I appreciate you giving me your time. How many minutes did you set aside for this call? I don't want to say, they normally last 10, 12, 13 minutes. Here's the good news. If they go any longer, that's a really good sign.
Right.
Because they're probably going to be a customer or a partner.
Correct.
Anytime they start interacting, you're pretty much in.
Okay. Thank you.
Great question.
Yeah.
Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Okay, happy. Yes.
This is Jeff.
Hey, buddy.
You should do a follow-ups, 24 to 48 hours?
48 being the max.
48 being, okay, now my next question is, how many times did you leave a message with somebody?
Oh, now I think maybe you were added after. I don't know if you've had a chance to watch them all. What I do, depending on the person, whether it's texting, whether it's Facebook Messenger, I like to communicate. I like to talk, but I know the world we live in. Everybody wants to text. That's fine. After about three or four times, probably three, if they're not interacting with me, my last message will be, hey, look, I know I've tried to reach out a few times. I don't want my help to become a hindrance. This actually works, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to reach back out to you until I have something new to tell you. Hence, all the people you've talked to that said, oh my gosh, you better never call me again. Now we have a reason to call them back. You know why?
Why?
The new video, the One Plus, and the One BOGO. Nobody in the world has the One Plus and the One BOGO. Nobody in the world. You guys got to let that resonate for a second. No company in the world will give you 50% off 24 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and they dang sure ain't going to give you buy one, get one.
That's right.
Nobody in the world. I mean, we are the only company in the world. And that's how serious you guys got to say this. Now, if you have to use the BOGO because it's programmed in everybody's mind, say, hey, look, because I'm looking at her. Shauna, you got to get on the phone with Shauna. She's got to tell you about this buy one, get one. You're
Absolutely.
like, what do you mean buy one, get one? Funny you should ask. Hold on. Hey, Shauna.
Yeah.
It's that freaking easy.
Yep.
Great question, Jeff. I don't want my help to become a hindrance if they're not answering your phone. Now, remember, if you got to beg somebody to be healthy, that ain't going to work anyway. If you got to beg somebody to work, that ain't going to work anyway. That's why you have to have the numbers working in your favor. We can't hack people. We're not hinged. Everybody wants to call the same 6 people. You got to have, that's why you do 2 videos a day, 1 video a day or 1 sample a day. If you're only doing 4 or 5 hours a week or 2, anybody can pass out 2 samples. 2 videos a day.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hey, Neil, Lynn's got a question for you.
All right.
I'm noticing questions in the chat, so we don't want to ignore them. The first one was, where are you suggesting we order that planner you've been talking about?
Oh, Walmart's got it for any Office Depot, any like an Office Depot type store. I got mine at Walmart for like.
Basically, we search for a planner that has month and weekly.
It says weekly/monthly planner. The reason
Can you hold it up in the picture so we can take a picture with our phone?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Actually, okay. Actually, I'll take a picture of it and put it in WhatsApp.
Okay, perfect. Then
Yeah,
that leads to the next question.
Okay.
Someone is asking where are all these videos going to be organized? Is that only in WhatsApp? Is there going to be a separate group? Is it strictly WhatsApp for right now?
What videos?
These trainings.
Oh yeah, they're all here. Now, I know Rob's probably going to shoot me, but hey, guess what? Wink, wink, hint, hint. When Steve puts this recording in WhatsApp, because they're all here, what you do with that, let's say someone in your team's probably maybe not in Lockstep, and you don't tell me you're sharing these, well, guess what? Wink, wink. I'm fine with that. You guys are the core group. You guys are going to be the diamonds and above, the black diamonds, the crown black diamond. But if I'm not going to leave somebody out because their fear of doing the paperwork, maybe they have a fear that they can't come up with 100 dreams or whatever it is. I'm not going to leave somebody out of maybe helping them come out of their shell. So if you share these and I don't know it, well, guess what? There you go. But yes, they are all in this thread.
I'd also want to pitch that anybody who has a question, because sometimes you watch this again and you're like, oh yeah, I thought about that, but now what do I do? Put them in the WhatsApp chat and somebody's going to answer you. Neil's
True.
got good responses. There was a question in there not 2 weeks ago before Easter, I think it was. People are, and Neil came up with this, is really cute. The tuberculosis.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is people, and don't get me wrong, guys. The obesity epidemic, the heart disease, the diabetics, those are epidemics that we have got to start attacking. But the epidemic nobody wants to talk about is the tuberculosis. Everybody needs money. It's the world that we live in.
Right.
And don't be scared to talk about the revenue plan. It's powerful. Hence the three-way phone call. Somebody's timid or they're nervous. Then don't get me wrong. The revenue plan, if you don't understand it, it can be hard for some people to explain. That's why you use us for the three-way phone call. But yes, thank you, Lynn, because I ain't smart enough to see those questions at the bottom. So thank you.
Yes,
Anybody
and
have it?
we do
Go ahead.
have the, how long is that revenue video? I haven't committed it to memory yet. I think it's what, 6 minutes or something.
6 or 7 minutes. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
maybe 8. I can't remember. I've
And
watched it.
that's how I lead. Everybody
Yeah.
I talk to, I lead with the revenue because so many people are suffering right now with the rising gas prices. Here in St. Louis,
Correct.
gas is up $4 a gallon now, which is something we haven't seen in 6 years. And that's a lot of things that people are worried about. They're struggling with. All of my mom's groups that I'm part of, they're all talking about being underwater when it comes to their credit debt. All of those things are the forefront of everybody's mind, and they wake up worried about it every morning. And if you have a solution, don't hold back on it. The products are supplemental when it comes to revenue sharing in my world, because I'm helping the 55 and plus woman who doesn't have a legacy. Chances are 100% of the time she's divorced and no retirement plan. And that's where a lot of Americans are right now. So if you start changing your mindset, you'll find those people who are looking for what you have to offer and go with the revenue first. That's my big suggestion and advice. And Neil and I were chatting about that this week because I love our 8-minute video about the products, but I can't share it with somebody I've been chatting with about how they can earn a weekly income without doing any chasing or any overwhelming work. And that's what a lot of people are looking for right now. And that's who I'm targeting. So if anybody wants some insights on what I'm doing to make that different, watch some of my lives that I've been putting out, because I'm giving lessons in all of my lives to that exact thing, to change your mindset. That's just my suggestion. Because
Oh no, there's 2 ways. There's actually a training. There's 2 ways to build this business: consumer first to enroll, or enroll to consumer. Well, Neil, the business ain't for me. Great, get on the One Plus. So Lynn leads with the money, which that's what a lot of people do, and then some people feel more comfortable or they want to lead with the product. Either way is fine, as long as you're running the bases, doing 3-way phone calls, doing the ATM, and you have Powerball mindset. Guys, we got to cut this off if you have, so people can listen to the recording.
Thank you.
Stephen, thank you all. Stephen, thank you for what you're doing on this recording, and thank you for putting it in ASAP. I love you guys. Happy Saturday. Call me if you need me.
Thank you.
Rocket, gang, rocket.
Hey, guys that are still there,
Yeah.
make sure, being that you're in Lockstep, that you send Neil your powers of 4. Okay? Why? Because here's an opportunity to get free product. Okay? All right? You're leaving product on the table. Okay? And if you don't get in there with your power of 4, no chance to win. All right? So make sure Neil gets that by the deadline. I think it's whatever it is. I lose track of it.
I think it's Monday, right? Before
I think it is.
Monday
I
at
think it
noon.
is noon Pacific
Pacific.
Standard Time on Monday. Okay, so they can put the numbers together, and then Ronnie can cut up the pieces and put it in a hat. And if Neil draws for it, hey, if you don't enter or you don't submit it, you don't get into the draw. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Holler if you need me.
Well, that was awesome. Thank you.